there, my name is Shaylee Strong. I'm a senior studying animal science and double minoring in chemistry and human-animal interaction. Today in this quick video, I'll be showing you how to teach your furry friend basic commands using clicker training with my very special guest Willow, a 2-year-old pit bull mix. So, why do we want to clicker train while teaching our pets a new command? Well, there are a few ground rules that should be said. First off, dogs at every age are able to learn. It's an easy and fun way to teach your dog a new trick, and by using positive reinforcement, it'll be a great experience for both the owner and pet. Another reason as to why we should use a clicker is because it allows for accelerated learning, as the dog gets a marker or signal as what we as the owners would like them to do when we provide a vocal cue. According to Feng et al., although there is little information on clicker training itself, it has been shown that teaching an animal and enforcing with the clicker makes certain tricks less difficult to learn. In other words, the clicker could be referred to as a snapshot that the animal keeps in their active memory due to the signal or sound the instrument creates. As we heavily emphasize the reinforcement if the animal provides a proper response, this could be what also helps the animal learn. To put it simply, the more reactive and positive we are after using the clicker, the more receptive the dog will be when training. So, what items are you going to need? The list is rather small, as you only need a good reinforcement, whether it's high-value treats, a favorite toy, or simply praise, and the physical clicker itself. There are a variety of clickers out there, but whatever you can find online or at your local pet store should do. You will also need yourself, as you will be the one conducting the training with your dog or cat. It should be noted that our training will be occurring indoors, as it is recommended that we train in a familiar, living environment, since the animal will assumingly concentrate and focus on training if it is somewhere recognizable. Although you don't always want to stay indoors, initial training should be somewhere safe and comfortable for the animal. I almost forgot to mention my special guest, a 2-year-old pit bull mix named Willow. She is a high-energy dog that has a knowledge of some basic commands. She even went to puppy school. She might have not got past the first level, but don't mind that. Her favorite pastime is playing fetch, but you may be asking, what high-value reinforcement will you be using for Willow? Well, since she's a literal vacuum, I'm going to go ahead and use high-value treats. To start out, we want to make sure we have, like I said, positive reinforcement. This is our treats, and I got the clicker itself. So before we start getting into the actual clicker training, we want to enforce that the clicker means something good. Willow! It should be noted that this also allows the owner to understand the timing of when to click. It might seem difficult to grasp at first, but as soon as the animal does what you want, click within 2 seconds and reward. We're starting to provide that snapshot we were talking about earlier, as it builds a memory or relationship in the dog. Okay, so now I've got Miss Willow here. I have treats in my hand. So what I'm going to do is just click and give her treats. We're trying to get that idea of, oh, if I hear the clicking sound, I'm going to get good positive reinforcement. So just having her look at me, I'm going to give her treats. So once again, when she looks at me, we're going to click and reward. And we're using high value treats. Good girl. So now that we've associated positive reinforcement with the clicker, we're going to learn sit. So she does already know how to sit, but with the clicker, it's going to give us accelerated learning. So I'm going to tell her sit, click, reward. And because I want her to learn it with a hand gesture as well, I'm going to put my hand up and say sit, click, and reward. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Because she's gotten so used to the clicker training, we're able to just use a hand gesture for the word sit. So now that Willow has learned sit, we are going to transition to down. So I'm going to use the hand gesture, and then down. Good girl. It should be noted that we have been working on this because she was scared of the clicker, but good girl. Oh, I dropped it. Oh, she found it? Okay. Oh, no, it's right there. But she has figured out that down It's the same positive reinforcement as sit. So when I tell her, good girl, she's able to go down. She's so good. Good girl. Oh, I dropped it. Alrighty, so now we're gonna learn wait. And I'm gonna use sit as our benchmarker. So I'm gonna first put her in the sit, and then I'm gonna put the treat down by my feet. And keep her in the sit until she looks at me. Go ahead. And I'm gonna slowly bring the treat closer and closer to tell her and wait for her on my command. Wait for her to look at me. Go ahead. But the whole thing is with distance. So we want to start out far, but then bring it closer and closer until she's able to wait for my command. Wait. Good girl. Very good girl. One interesting fact about clicker training is that once it is learned, it is never forgotten. So we will now test to see if Willow can listen to the commands with other people.
Wow.
Good girl.
So, now that you've got the hang of it, time and repetition is key. Although clicker training does allow for accelerated learning, if you don't reinforce it, then the animal will have a longer time learning the command. Although dogs are very intelligent creatures, if you don't keep up with the progress you've just achieved, it'll all be done for nothing. You should also practice for days to weeks, even months, depending on how complex the trick is. As age is also a factor in learning, it should be noted that learning basic commands should be completed, hopefully by a couple months. Thus, let us do a final recap on what this video has accomplished. Clicker training helps accelerate learning by creating snapshots in the animal's brain. Along with positive reinforcement and repetition, clicker training makes for a fun experience for both the animal and the owner. Don't forget that results won't immediately happen within a week. The key is taking time and dedication to see good results. I hope this video helped you learn how to clicker train basic commands with your pet and informed you about the benefits of positive reinforcement while training your furry friend. Once again, this was Shaylee Strong and Willow. Thank you so much for watching.